Hello everyone, we hope you're well. Now today, this is going to seem a little odd, but we've been looking in the book of scones, and what we've realised is they do quite big differences in the scones. I mean, if you look at that, that's for orange and walnut. We thought, we don't want 10, let's have 5. And if we have 5 of them, we could have 5 of them, apricots. Now, these are slightly different, but what we've thought is we're going to do them the same. So where it's got 500 flour, it's got 500 flour for the other, fair enough, but it says 100 caster sugar there, and the other one it says 90 caster sugar. And I thought, well, it's not the end of the world, let's put the same in. So we've put the same amount in for both, bearing in mind we're not making 10, we're making 5. So where it says 500 grams of flour, we've only got 250 grams. And where there's 140 grams of butter, we've only got 70. And if there's 100 grams of sugar, we've got 50. So we've done it like that. Now, I'll write all this down in the description, and I'm sure it'll make sense. These are for 10. We're going to have 5 of each. And we're going to do it in the Cosori dual basket air fryer, because we thought, I always tend to do them in the oven, and there's no reason with a scone why you can't just turn it over halfway. So that's what we're going to do. But we thought we'll give it a try, and then we thought, well, let's do 2 different ones, because there's only me and Wendy, we don't really need 10, although we still could end up with 10, aren't we? But we've got 2 5s, and we thought it'll be nice. Now I'm trying to explain to you. You might think we're absolutely crazy, or you might understand. No doubt you'll let me know in the comments. So what we're going to do now, everything's laid out there. You can see the apricots there. And this one is walnut and fig and orange zest. Now we thought, I think they're both going to be nice. Mate, I could eat cherry scones all day. But we're not having cherry today. I'm not getting my way, we're doing what Wendy wants. So everything's laid out there now. Now, I'll shut up and we'll make a start. But as I say, we're going to do this in the Cosori and do half in each and see how they turn out. Now, another thing, they say cook them at 180 for I forget if it was 10 or 15 minutes. But we found before, if you do them at 140, and take about 20 minutes, we thought they were better, and we've done them since and we still think they're better. So that's in an oven, but what we're going to do, we're going to do exactly the same but in the Cosori dual basket. So we'll see how this goes. Now if it goes all right, mate, you're looking at this video. Come on, let's get started and let's get it sorted out. Right, let's get started. First of all, I've sieved the sugar first and forgot to turn the camera on, so this is not a good start. Now, let's sift the flour. Now, we're still making a mess with this sieve. I thought it might be a little better, but it's not. Get that pushed through. Right, now that's the sugar and the flour in there. Let's get this mixed together. I should really have done the flour first, but typical Graham. Right then, let's add the butter. Wendy wants me to do this, so let's mix it into a breadcrumb consistency. Now, as I say, we disappear onto the other table because it's easier, so I'll bring you back when this is done. Right, there's my breadcrumb consistency. Then we'll put the dry ingredients in. Now that's the orange and the fig and the walnut. And Wendy's got all this ready and chopped it up. Look at that. Won't make it any easier for me. I think she's scared I'm going to get it wrong. I don't blame her. I've even put the sugar in first. Right. Now that's mixed in pretty good. No fruit stuck together. Now, just add a little drop of milk. Get that all mixed in. A little bit more. Now I think you'll probably take all this milk, but as we've said before, just do it as you go along. Now the reason we did this today, Cosori have actually been in touch with me and said there is a sale on. They're doing a sale from the 19th to the 24th of August, and my understanding I think there's going to be a sale on a few items, but they're pushing the dual basket air fryer. So I thought, well, I'm Wendy, let's just use it today for these, because we keep meaning to try them in here, but we're not, because we find the oven so convenient. But there's no reason at all why you can't do them in this one. Right, so all we want to do now is bring it all together. It's not looking too bad. I don't want it too wet, do I? This is what I've learnt from Wendy. I know I'm only the cameraman, but you've got to learn something, haven't you? Right. That's not bad. Now we've got a little bit of milk left, but I don't think we need it. And it's cleaned the bowl up, so that's good enough. Let's move on to the next stage. Right, the next stage, we want a lightly floured surface. We don't need that milk anymore. Let's turn this out. Move my bowl. Right, now we want these rolling out about 3 centimetres. And we want about 5, so let's have a look where we are. 3 centimetres is about the thickness of that, so let's make it as easy as we can. Now it should be a little thick, only a little. Well, you can see the fruit in there now. Look, it looks great, doesn't it? Right, now what we're using is a 7 centimetre cutter. I can actually go a little thinner, not much. Right. Right, there's 1, there's 2. Now we thought we were going to get about 5 out of this, but I don't think we are. A little bit more. I don't want to work the pastry. Apparently that's a mistake as well, isn't it? say we want to be about 3 centimetres thick. Right, now I think we're going to have a smaller one. In fact, I think we're only going to get 4. Right, now as you can see, that last one, I've just sort of moulded it into shape. Now I'll admit it's a little different. Nothing wrong with being a little different. Right, let's start the next one. Right, let's start the others. That's one lot done. Oh, I'm making a mess here. Wendy won't like this, look. Let's push those bits through. Flour first this time. Much easier, look. And the sugar. Just to get rid of any lumps, look, but just a couple there at the bottom. Right, mix that together. I mean, we did think, do all the mixture together. I thought it might be easier, but Wendy says you can't, can you? Because the dry mixture is actually different, which is true. So, right, let's just get my butter in here. Right, let's get this butter in. Here we go again. Breadcrumb consistency. No need to bore you with this, I'll bring you back. Right, now there's our breadcrumb consistency again. Now, let's get these apricots in. Give that a mix. I think I need to use my fingers here to split them up. A little bit sticky, aren't they? Right, because we don't want them all sticking together, or they'll all be in Wendy's and none in mine. We don't want that, do we? Right, there we go. They're pretty much spread evenly. Right, now, on this recipe, it actually calls for an egg. Now, we're doing half quantity, so you can't really have half an egg, can you? But make a little bit of a well in the middle. Now, we want some of this for glazing, so I'm going to try and use about half this beaten egg that Wendy's got ready for us. I think we'll be about right there. Now, just in case I mix that in. Like that. Try and spread it about a little. Then, the milk. Now, the milk, we didn't use all the milk last time, so I feel sure we won't this time. Just put a drop in. I mean, Wendy's got a really bad cold, but she's got all this ready. She ain't messed about, and she was going to do it, but she had to go in there for a cough and half sort of took over, mate. It's dropped me in it, hasn't it? Never mind, hey, come on. Right, I think need a bit more milk than that. I only know this from watching Wendy, you know. I know absolutely nothing. Now I'm guessing we're not going to be far off at that. Let's get it all mixed in. I mean, really, she's left me to it because in theory, we've had a few scones, haven't we? And in theory, even I should be able to get this somewhere near. So she thought it's a good chance for me to try it. So let's see how we go. Do we want any more milk? I don't think so. I'm going to get my fingers in there. See if we can bring it all together. I mean, as I've already said, this Cosori actually messaged me and said we're doing like a promotion, and it's going to include this Cosori. So would we like to partake? Well, we like to mix the air fryers up as much as we can. I mean, we've still got all the air fryers that we've had, so we like to use them all now and again when we can. I mean, obviously we're doing a lot of cooking that's not on camera, so we often use the air fryers and you don't know. And this is a decent air fryer. It's been all right. I mean, it depends what you want to cook, but normally I would have done these in an oven air fryer, definitely, but there's no reason why you can't just cook them in here and turn them over perfectly fine. So we're going to try it anyway, aren't we, and see where we end up. Right, I think they're good enough. That's good enough. Let's get on to the next stage. Right, let's get this lightly floured surface. Get this. There we go. Right, get rid of that plate and we can start to roll out. As we say, we don't need a lot of rolling because we want these fairly thick. That's about right actually. I don't want to go any thinner than that, as I say. Yeah, about there. Let's get the little cutter on the job. Oh, there's two. I'll get these finished and I'll bring you back. Right, let's make a start. First of all, I've set that 30 pence, look. Let's have some idea of how much this has cost. I can retrieve the plug. As I've said before, I don't leave them plugged in. I never do. So we'll plug that in. Get that switched on. There we go. I don't know, you can't see that, but never mind. Right, let's get this switched on. Now what we want to do first of all is warm it up. So we're actually going on bake. Bake, that says 160, but we're going to go 140. Oh, too far, Graham. We're going to go 140. We're going to go 20 minutes because I think that's going to be enough. Now, we want preheat, we want bake. Now, I think we'll actually put shake on, because if we have shake on, that'll remind me to turn them over. Right, now, you can sync finish and sync cook. Now, these are, we want the same time. If there were different times, we'd press sync finish, but we want the same times and the same power level. So sync cook. Now, that's set that one exactly the same. Now, let's make a start. Oh, I even managed to press the right button. Now, that's going to go through a warming up period now, you see, 3 minutes. So I'll let that warm up and then I'll bring you back. I'm not like Wendy, am I? Look, I forgot the egg wash. What a clown. It won't be the same, will they, without the egg wash on? Just get a little egg wash on the top there. I'm lost without the girl, I really am. She's only in the other room. Wendy Owl. She's not, mate, she's upstairs. She's not feeling too good, but I think she's gone to a bit of ironing because it mounts up and, mate, it takes me forever. I'm certainly not a bloke who can iron. Well, no doubt I could, but geez, I've been there all day. Wendy's so fast. I've never actually met anybody who does these jobs as quick as her. And she does iron, mate, because she irons my clothes. It's not like she's just telling me she is. I always say to her, you've been up there laying on that bed again, ain't you? I know damn well she ain't. Right. Well, at least I've got that bit done. We've even got a little bit of egg left. Let's give him another, make sure we get some on. Now what I will do, we've got that microwave air fryer oven lining paper. I like that. We're going to get some of that on as well, so I'll get that cut as well, ready for when these go in. I'll tell you what mate, rattling to you, I nearly missed that one out then. Oh good grief, come on. Well, they're not quite even. We've got 4 there, 4 and a half there. Right, we're ready now. We can add the food. Let me bring you back. Right, there we go. Look, just managed to squeeze them 5 in. In with that one. In with that one. Right. Now, as you can see, we've got the window there. We can keep an eye on them. Let me just adjust the camera so I can show you. Right, there we go. You can see those in there. Right. Oh, the light's gone off. The light goes off after about a minute. There we go. Took me too long to get the camera sorted, look. But you can see what they're like. Right, we'll let them carry on and I'll bring you back when there's something to show you. Right, I brought you back because we've had us cook time. We think we just need a few minutes longer. Right, so we go in 140. Another 5 minutes we'll go. Right, now I don't want preheat, I don't want shake. I'm on the left. I want to sync cook to make the other one exactly the same. Right, we'll just give it that 5 minutes and see how they look. Right, let's get these lights on and have a look, see what we look like. We don't want to burn them at this stage, do we? They look alright. Now they've got 3 minutes left, look. I shall keep my eye on these. Might be alright with the 5 minutes. I'll bring you back. Right, there they are. Now, they need to cool down now, so there's nothing I can do, mate. There's some funny shapes in there when I do it. Look at that one. Never mind. Let's look at the cost. Let's take your mind off it. No, they're going to be alright, they are. Now look, it says there we were on for 30 minutes and the cost I put in was 30p and it's cost 15 pence, look, to cook those. So let's flick through. It's used half a kilowatt. Of course we know that 15 pence is half a 30. So there you go. Now the maximum wattage was 1916, which we expect from this machine. As I say, I put 30p. It cost 15 pence to cook those. Oh, now I've just brought you back because I thought it was only right I should mention that well, you can see the odd crumb in there. Very tidy cooking, isn't it, baking? But that actual air fryer's got a good capacity for the size of the air fryer, with you having 2 drawers. I mean, we've cooked a meal in one, I don't know, say chicken and chips in the other, and this is the sort of thing you can do. And you can sync the finish, so if they're different times, they finish at the same time. Now, it's really energy efficient. As we've said, you can see how much power it's used there. And your oven would have used nearly that much, just warming it up. So you can see how efficient that is. I mean, quite impressed there. 15 pence to cook those. You've got to be happy with that, haven't you? The other thing that I did mention is you've got the windows in this model. So like when you're baking there, you can actually see what's inside. I mean, if you've got a big cake tin, it's difficult, but for these, it was ideal. And it meant that I gave them another 5 minutes to finish them off. Well, I could keep my eye on them. I didn't have to keep opening the drawer, which is another advantage. So, I mean, all in all, it's a good air fryer. I mean, we try and swap them round as much as we can. Now, you see, as I say, Cosori were in touch with me and they've got an end of season sale. And it says they're going to knock 35% off. They're going to give you that discount, 35%. And it includes this air fryer. So I thought, well, I'm more than happy to mention that. It's to our advantage, isn't it, if you're thinking of getting one. Yeah, that sale discount is from the August to 29th to September the 4th. So it's worth keeping your eye out on Amazon, see what discount is available. But I say they've told me 35%, so it's something to think about. And this manufacturer's got good air fryers, so even if this one doesn't grab your attention, one of the others might. They do mine. We love them all. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say on that. But I just thought I'd better mention that as a bit of an extra, because I know what I'm like, mate. When I get cooking, I can't think of hotels. I struggle to think of that, don't I? Now, there will be a link for this item, and also I'll put a link in the description because we did a full unboxing video on this. So if you want to see that, I'll put the link in the description. I think they've worked out all right, really. To be fair, I think making 4 slightly bigger was better than the 5, because the 5, I struggled to get the 5 in. Anyway, I think they've worked out okay. They're a bit hot to handle at the minute. I'll have to bring you back when they've cooled down. Right, now let's see what these scones are like. Now, which one do we pick? Does it matter? Let's try this one. Or shall we try that big one there? Let's try the big one. Oh, a bit crumbly, Graham. Oh. Made a mess of cutting that in half. Well, they are cooked. Put a bit of butter on there. Now, I don't think these cooked as well as the others, but they're very crumbly and light. Right, let's try another one. What shall I try? That one? Now, they feel a little bit different. I'll tell you what, they're nice and tasty. That's lovely. Well, let's try a bit of this. Well, they're all right as well. They're not bad. Some fig there. Still a little bit warm, but they're all right. They are. They're cooked all right. They're not bad at all. Actually, my biggest problem, 4 was okay, but I found 5. It was awkward to turn them over, and I like damaged 1 or 2 a little bit, knocked them out of shape. But they are cooked all right. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Me and Wendy will see you soon. Bye.